Hi, Mitchell from Flourish here. Today, I'm going to be telling you all the equipment that you need and explaining why you need it to create your very own video recording studio if you're just starting out. So the first piece of equipment we're going to cover is the recording device. You don't have to go out and buy a DSLR camera right away to start recording video. You can use your phone. Most smartphones record in 1080p anyway, so they're an excellent choice to begin filming your own videos in your own studio. Another option is to use a webcam if you already have one built into your laptop, or you can get a webcam that you can attach on top of your computer screen. The next piece of video equipment that you're going to need is a tripod, especially if you decide to use your smartphone to record. All tripods have a universal 1/4 inch thread that you can use to screw on. However, cell phones don't have a giant thread in them, so you're going to have to get an adapter if you're going to want to use your smartphone to record your device. You just screw the adapter on and slide your phone in. The next piece of equipment that you're going to need is a microphone. Especially if you're recording with your cell phone, you're going to want something that records nice, crisp, clear audio. So you can get a nice little mini shotgun mic that you can just plug into the audio jack on your phone, or you can get a lapel mic that plugs into the audio jack as well for your phone to get that nice, clean, clear audio. However, there might be situations where you want to record audio directly on your desktop if you're recording narration, and you're going to want a desktop microphone for that. This is the Blue Yeti, but Blue is a very good brand of microphone, and they have another version called the Blue Snowball, which is a more affordable option for a desktop microphone. The next piece of video equipment that you're going to need is headphones. Headphones are useful to listen to yourself while you're recording or afterwards to see how you sound. It's also good for when you're editing your videos to hear how it sounds like coming out of headphones. And that being said, we're now going to roll into the next one, which is speakers. Speakers are also important to have if you have a desktop, so you can hear how it sounds coming out of speakers, because some people might not use headphones while watching your videos, so it's important to hear how they sound out of both devices, so you make sure that all the audio or the sound effects that you have in your video sounds good on both. The next piece of the video recording studio that you're going to need that's essential is lights. Lights are a huge impact on your video recording quality. I have a bunch of lights set up right now. This is what it looks like with my lights, and this is what it looks like without. I just shut off the lights that I use from a recording studio and turned on my home lighting, and clearly it's not enough to help light the scene. So having lights is very important. There are a couple options that you can use to light up your scene. You can use a ring light that you can attach to your computer, and you can bend it because it's got a flexible arm to shine directly on you. You can also get LED lights that you can put on a tripod to help light up your scene. Just turn them on and it provides a lot of light. The next piece of video equipment that is very important for your video recording studio is a computer. You can use a laptop or your desktop, either or. However, it is very important that the computer you get has these three important specifications if you're using it for video editing. The first specification is a CPU. A lot of problems occur in video editing, like crashes during the saving and exporting, and you're going to want a good CPU to ensure that your computer and program that you're running does not crash. So you're going to want a 7th generation Intel Core processor. I don't recommend going any lower than that. 7th generation is the way to go. The next specification that you want to make sure your computer has is a good video card. Video cards are important for when you're playing back your video while you're editing or while it's exporting frames of your video. So NVIDIA is probably one of the most popular, powerful video card brands on the market, and I recommend getting at least a NVIDIA GTX 1050 as the nice starting kind of graphics card. Wouldn't go any lower than that. If you want a better graphics card, even the better. It'll speed up your process of playing back video. The last specification is the RAM. RAM is the speed of your computer. It is very important for if you're running multiple programs at once on your computer, say you're video editing, but you're also working on something else. Having enough RAM is essential to have. I recommend 16 gigabytes for video editing especially. You might be able to get away with 8, but it's good to have 16 just to be sure that everything's rendering properly, especially if you want it done quickly. Now the last thing we're going to cover that you need to finish off your video recording studio is an editing software to edit your videos. If you haven't used any fancy video editing software before, I recommend HitFilm Express. because it's absolutely free, it's great to learn on, so you understand the basics of how to use video editing software before you move on to a more advanced program. If you're editing audio, I recommend Audacity because it's also free, and just like HitFilm, it also helps you learn and has all the basic tools that you need to edit audio. Hope you learned a lot today. That wraps up all the equipment that you need to create your very own video recording studio in your home or office for beginners. For more tips on video creation, check out other videos on our channel for more video tips. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.